Hello everybody and welcome. After a reasonable start at Bolton Wanderers, can we continue that form today in the league and climb the table a little bit more? The only thing that stands in our way is we've got a derby against one of our bitter rivals. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 45 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style. We started the series managing Radcliffe and then having got them to the Football League, we were poached by Bolton Wanderers to save them from relegation in League One. And this is our story. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games as mentioned in the preamble. One of them is against bitter rivals, or at least so I'm told. It's not far down the road to Wigan from Bolton, and we are at Wigan today for our first match in League One, and then we play Leyton Orient at the Toughsheet Stadium in match day 23, well, is there a chance of 6 points? I really don't know. We haven't done anything since you were last with us. They are back-to-back games because we did say that this really bitter rival game against Wigan was coming up, and it's one that I think was on the you must win games. I think it's in something. I need to check it out. It's somewhere in the whatever you call it, the you can't remember now, can you? No, can't remember. It's in here somewhere in the club vision, I think, under supporters or something or other, and it says that must win games. We'd have another quick look. I did have a look the other day and couldn't find it. I still can't find it because I'm convinced it was there, but it seems to have gone awry. Actionable objectives. Here we go. It's in the actionable objectives. Finish above Wigan in the league. And I'm sure before it said win any games against Wigan, but all we've got to do is finish above them in the league. I think at the moment they're above us, so we need to be doing it and be competitive against Blackburn if we happen to play them. But I think the fact that we need to finish above them, we need to beat them when they come along, of course. So they are today's matches. We're going to play Wigan, and then we're going to play Leyton Orient, who previously we did play them earlier in the season. I think it was on camera as well, and beat them 2-1. And last time at the Toughsheet Stadium last season, we actually beat them 2-1 as well. So hopefully we're in a good position to do similar today. Wigan Athletic, while we're on them, we have only beaten them at the Toughsheet Stadium. In fact, the last twice, once in the Virtue Trophy and once in the Football League, in League One back in January. That was a 2-0 win. That was the last time that we played them at the Toughsheet Stadium. Prior to that, and at their place, we've lost on both occasions, a 1-0 loss and a 2-0 loss. Let's see if we can put that to rights today. So, without any more to do, it's a bitter rival derby against Wigan Athletic as our first match of the episode. And here is the side that hopefully will win against Wigan at their place. The team looking like this. It's Collins in goal, Taylor and Lockyer as our defensive duo. Then it's, I'll just put it into the right mode here. Scanlon on the left, Dacre Cogley on the right wing back position. Erhan playing as the defensive midfielder. In front of him in central midfield is Reggie Walsh. And then it's Thierry Gale on the left wing with McAtee on the right wing. Mather sits behind Cisse, who leads the attack up front, and then the bench looks like this. It's a Broom, Forrester, Johnson, Lewis, Morley, Warner and Dolby. And here we are at the Brick Community Stadium. They're playing a 4-3-2-1 today, making two changes from the side that lost in their last match. 2-0 to Watford, and they're 13th in the table on 29 points, just 2 places in front of us. As the teams come out onto the pitch, Wigan playing in their blue and white stripes. We're playing in our 3rd kit today. Bit of a pink number going on here. And they get the game underway. A rain again in the northwest. Throwing on that far side, Scanlon to Mather. Mather inside to Walsh. Erhon. McAtee. Cisse. It's a daisy cutter, but it was wide. Chasing that ball. Mellish to Fox. Need to be testing their goalkeeper. He's not 100%. He's got a slight injury. Didn't think he was going to be playing, to be fair. Gale. Scanlon. Walsh. Gale. Nice quick footwork. Mather from distance, but it's a little bit over the top. Ball in again, this time too long, and Sam Tickle collects the ball. Fires a long one. Cogley under that one. Mather back to Cogley. Cogley over the top looking for McAtee. McAtee pulls it back. A shot in the middle there. I'm not sure it was from Erhon. Cisse. It might have been Cisse, to be fair. And question of offside. We're just going to go attacking. Just to see if we can put some pressure on the goalkeeper. Lockyer on the ball. Finds Cogley. Cogley just try and generate a bit of space for himself. He has done. Cross this in. Headed away. Erhon. Gale. Defended well. McAtee and Sam Mather. I think that's his first goal for us. And on 32 minutes, don't think it was anything to do with me changing to attacking. In fact, we may go back to positive. And this ball headed down. Cisse winning it. McAtee through to Sam Mather, who created the space for himself. And Sam Tickle wasn't getting there. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half. And we've had the bulk of the play. I just need to get to half time, which we have done. And as you'll see, we've pretty much dominated that half. 51% of the possession, 10 shots, 5 on target. We've hit the 50% I always like. 1.28 on the XG. They've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 0.12. So far, we've got our noses in front against our bitter rivals, Wigan. And no changes at half time. Cisse gets us underway for the second half. Scanlon has a yellow card. Erhon gets rid of that ball. Taylor also getting rid of the ball, but pumps it just forward. Not really to anyone in particular. Taylor heads this out, but it's headed out to Ogleby. Ogleboy. And headed away. Fox through the... Oh, good save by Brad Collins. Managed to get a hand to that. That was creeping in. Wigan on the ball again. They've had the best part of this second half so far. We could do with a second goal just to make it feel a little bit more comfortable. Collins fires one long. And I know I don't like those, but we've won it in midfield. Cisse. Mather. Mather puts it into space for McAtee. Couldn't really get the shot away, and it's gone for a corner. And we have a corner. Cisse with that corner. Swung in, headed away. Mather on the edge of the area, tries to chip it in, but it's a bit high. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this match, not a lot of activity in this second half, and we've not really added that much to attacking prowess from the first half, and they're trying to get that goal back. 5 minutes added on at the end of this game, and well, not found a way through yet, and it's all over. We have a slender win albeit looks like we've dominated that second half as well. 55% of the possession. They had 10 shots, 6 on target. I think very low figure in the, so they've had more shots than us in the second half. 0.97 in the XG. Eventually, we had 23 shots, plenty of shots, but only another 2 on target. With an XG of 2.38, but doesn't really matter because we have managed to secure a first win against Wigan at the Brick Whatever Community Stadium, and a step forward in our plight to get away from the drop zone in League One. And so the day's results, and at the top end of the table, Huddersfield, how did they get on? They drew 2-2 with Barnsley, dropping some points there. Only managed to save that. It was 1-1 until the 89th minute. Farangia give Barnsley the lead. Looked like they might sneak it, but Huddersfield managing to hang on with a goal deep in injury time. Preston North End, who were leading the run-in for quite some time, they only managed a 3-3 draw with Milton Keynes Dons. They were 3-1 down, about 2 goals on 29 minutes, and they were 3-1 behind, but Frugia and Davis managing to get 2 goals in 2 minutes to give Preston a 3-3 draw in that one. And Doncaster, the other side, near the top of the table, they were 3-2 losers to Lincoln City, which means the top 3 didn't win today. Burton Albion, or top 4, didn't win today, because Rotherham beat Burton Albion 4-1. The only side in the top 5, or top 6 should I say, that won was Watford, a 2-1 win against Reading. And the other side in the top 6, Chesterfield, where are they? I can't find them right now. I've probably gone by them. There they are. They lost 2-0 to Mansfield. So Watford, the only side in the top 6 that actually managed a win today. But our win has pulled us up now 30 points. We are in 14th place from 22 games. We are some 9 points clear of the drop zone. Blackpool holding the 21st place, the final place in the drop zone, and they are 6 points adrift of Swansea, who are in 20th place. So there is a decent cushion between us and the bottom echelons now. I think we can stop looking over our shoulders for now and concentrate on continuing our rise up through the table, bearing in mind that actually we are now only 5 points off of a playoff position, and a couple more wins could push us up in sort of the lower half of the top of the table, which would be unthinkable in such a quick period of time. So we've definitely turned the side around. It's 3 days down to the game against Leyton Orient, where we played them just a few weeks ago now. We beat them on that occasion. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go to that screen. That's what we want to do. Yeah, when we played them a couple of weeks ago at the Bet Right Stadium, we beat them 2-1 on that occasion. Gale and Morley from the penalty spot giving us the win on 93 minutes, which leads me to think that it's going to be a fairly close match, but one hopefully we can win. We'll be back just ahead of the game with any team news. Well, you come back on match day, but it's not the match day that we expected. We were going to be playing Leyton Orient, but the match was postponed. Didn't really give us any explanation why. Just said the match schedule has changed, which means that we face Rotherham for our second match of the episode, not Leyton Orient as we'd originally envisaged. Which puts a slightly different complexion on it. Previous meetings, we have lost against them in the last time that we played them back in October. It was a 1-0 loss on that occasion. I'll need to check in a minute whether that was before we joined. I think it may well have been. Prior to that, at the East Seal Stadium, it was a 1-1 draw. The last time we played them at the Toughsheet, it was a 3-2 win on that occasion. Similar result today would be rather nice. Let's have a quick look back up. Rotherham. Yeah, because where did we join? I don't think we joined until about here, did we? Lincoln City, around there somewhere. So it was before we joined back in October. I think we joined at the start of November. So, yeah. Hopefully we've turned it around a little bit since then, and we're a different side and a different complexion for them. We are at the Toughsheet Stadium. Let's go and have a look at the side that will face Rotherham. And here is the side that faces Rotherham in this match day 23. It's still match day 23, whatever happens. And the side that will face Rotherham in this one is Collins in goal. It's Taylor and Lockyer continuing their duo in defence. Lewis comes in on the left side for Scanlon. Dacre Cogley continues on the right. Erhon continues as defensive midfielder. Reggie Walsh in central midfield in front of him, and then it's Gale continuing out on the left, McAtee on the right, Mather as the number 10. Cisse is on international duty, so Dolby takes over the attack duties up front, and then on the bench it's Broom, Forrester, Johnson, Scanlon, Morley, Warner, and making a rare trip into the first team from the under-21s, Will Swan. And here we are back at the Toughsheet Stadium, playing our usual formation. And today they are playing a 5-3-2. And they make 3 changes from the side that drew 1-1 with Lincoln City in their last match. And they are in 18th place on 28 points, just behind us. They're playing in their red and white tops today. We are playing in our home kit, of course. And they get the game underway. Nombe, the player. Yarwood goes out wide. Erhon on the ball. Gale has picked a knock up early on in this game, and we might have to bring him off. See how he gets on. Walsh, Gale. Gale to Lewis. Lewis to Erhon. Gale. Mather. Walsh over top to Dolby, and Dolby puts it away. It's 1-0 on 7 minutes, I'd like to say. We will see when it comes up, but it was well worked. Erhon as that deep line playmaker. Gale flicking the ball to Mather. Mather to Walsh. Walsh first time over the top. Dolby stayed on side. Even with the attention of the goalkeeper and the defender, he just very calmly slotted it home to make it 1-0. And we are 10 minutes away from half time. Nombre has picked up an injury as well up front for Rotherham. Out wide to Gale. Gale crossed this one in. Looking for Dolby, I think it was, but Dacre Cogley is there. McAtee. Walsh. Walsh! And it was Dolby again, this time firing it over the top. Into the last 5 minutes of this first half, trying to get Gale through to half time. And we'll see what his injury looks like at half time. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. We have a slender lead at half time. 53% of the possession. 8 shots, 3 on target, 1.04. They've had 2 shots, just 1 on target. And 0.16 on the XG. They had the first 5 and the last 5 minutes of that first half. Otherwise, we've dominated the bulk of that game. Let's see if we can add to it in the second half. It'd be nice to be a little bit more comfortable. And we get the second half underway. That Gale has been taken off at half time and replaced by Callum Scanlon. This ball in. Lamb cut out by Lockyer. Headed forward. Dolby not quite getting there. Taylor. This time Lewis is on the ball. Lewis, Scanlon. Scanlon showed too much of that ball. Lewis puts it into touch. Scanlon on the ball. He's got Lewis in front of him. Lost the ball between them. Quite sure how. And Bass comes out of his area. Gullenbakis. Seeing a bit more of Rochdale in this Rotherham in this second half, and they've put one away. Alfie Lloyd, who's come on for Nombre, but he's offside, I think. Yeah, he is. Lewis, Erhon. He's picked up a yellow card. Scanlon. Ooh, Erhon running into trouble. Taylor. Lockyer. Lockyer finds Walsh. It's all very close. Dolby finds Lewis. Not finding a way through at the moment. Scanlon now. Back to Lewis. Somehow got a deflection. It was going wide, I think. And we have got a second goal. And on 74 minutes, making it 2-0. We'll see it from behind. Jamal Lewis out to Scanlon. Scanlon comes back. Couldn't find a way through. Puts it in. Defender got quite... In fact, it looked as if he got a deflection. It didn't. From that view from the back, he looked like he chipped Bass pretty well. Dolby comes away with the ball, and it's a bit short for Lewis, but he's got there. Scanlon out wide. Scanlon crossed this ball in, looking for Dolby, I think it was. Dacre. No, it wasn't actually. It was McAtee. But we've given the ball away, and a counter-attack is on. Lamb got plenty of space here. Go out to him. But Lloyd couldn't flick it beyond Collins. And they come again. I need to batten down the hatches in a minute, I think. Taylor tidying up in defence to Lockyer. Lockyer to Walsh. And Walsh gets into traffic and messes up. Seems to have been the worst for wear since we brought on those last two players. I'm not sure why. Erhon coming off because he picked up a yellow card. Headed down. They have a corner. Powell with a corner on 84 minutes. Headed away. And Dacre Cogley is going to get there. Are we going to quick counter-attack on here now? I thought he was going to lose that. Cogley, and he has lost it. Ball forward, and Warner is brought down. Free kick, I think. We're going to go to balance. Crossed in, and Jamal Lewis makes it 3-0. And I'll tell you what, the result looks better than what we've actually played, I think. We've ridden our luck at times. This ball in, and Jamal Lewis manages to get a free header and makes it 3-0 on 89 minutes. And Lloyd gets us back underway immediately. Be nice to keep a clean sheet, but it's looking a bit wonky at times. So that's through to Brad Collins. And he punts one up forward. And they've won it back, but Morley has other ideas. Warner through to Swan. And Will Swan, he's offside. It's not going to count. As we enter added time at the end of this game, it's looking like a 3-0 win. It's all over, and it is a 3-0 win. 19 shots, 8 on target, 1.58, 54% of the possession. They've had 8 shots, 3 on target, 0.46, a comprehensive 3-0 win. Dolby after 7, Lewis after 74, and Jamal Lewis getting a second goal on 89 minutes has given us a splendid win. Where's that leaving us in the table? Well, Huddersfield back to winning ways. 3-0 winners over Milton Keynes Dons, and second place Preston also back to winning ways. A 2-1 win against Swindon Town, bottom side. It was a bit of a close run thing though, because they were a goal behind after 85, and it was looks like 2 penalties, one on 89, or was it a penalty on 89 and another goal 2 minutes into injury time that give Preston a very slender win there in that game. Doncaster In third place, who did they play? Can't actually see who they played. Watford drawing 1-1 with Barnsley. And Burton Albion 2-2 against Stockport. So it's all pretty stodgy at the top of the table. But we have moved up by virtue of that 3-0 win. We continue our winning run as well. We've played 23, which means we've got a couple of games in hand over some of these sides as well. We are on 33 points. So if we win those 2 games in hand, we would have 39 and we would be up here. Yeah, it's looking promising that we could be in playoff spots in the very near future. If we keep plodding away, we could get there sooner than later. We need to keep going, though. We were going to have 2 games offline in between today's episodes, but due to the fact that we had a game cancelled, there's only one. So we're going to have the away game at Mansfield offline. We're going to come back for Cambridge United and Barnsley in the next episode. And then we will have a game and come back for Colchester and Burton Albion. So that's in future episodes. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It'd be nice. We're just going to work out very quickly what our winning run, what our run is in the league. A 1-0 win at Blackpool. Then we lost in the league. So since we joined, I think the first league game that we won was against Lincoln, a 3-0 win in that one. We won 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 league games on the trot, which has pulled us out of that relegation zone and looking down the barrel of playoff place. I mean, that would be very nice to climb up into the championship, wouldn't it just? Continuing our promotion run, of course. We'll also have a look at some point or other, about halfway point of the season. We'll have a look at how Radcliffe are doing since we left them as well. But hope that you will join me for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. New episodes To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at Just Offside 2. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 46 and it's out on Thursday. Until then, have yourselves a great week. Bye-bye.